Okay, let us discuss some more questions. Based on your reading of the story, what do you conclude to be the main cause of compelling a man to indulge in vices and sins? Now, first of all, this can be a short question for 2 marks. First of all, what is vices? Vices is something immoral, wicked attitude or character when you show, when you indulge in sins, in crimes. So, what is the reason that the man indulges in such things? When a man is struggling hard actually in life and fails to make both ends meet, then he starts rethinking. He is mostly, you can say, attracted or tempted towards easy way to gain the profits. It may be in the form of the baits which caught him in the trap. He moves towards petty thievery, you can say, being dishonest, cheating, etc., to keep his body and soul together. So, these are the circumstances, you can say, that force the man to indulge in such activities, in crimes or in vices, to show immoral character. Now, we have discussed so many short questions based on the chapter. So, just 2 3 thematic questions. There is a saying commonly you must have heard that kindness pays, rudeness never. When we are kind to someone, it obviously have some impact, effect, but rudeness never. In the story, Adla's attitude towards the man and matters, towards the life, is different from her father's attitude. How is the values of concern and compassion brought out in the story? That is to be discussed. In the story, we have seen two characters. One is Adela mainly, and one is the iron master. For this question, they have met this paddler in the forge, in the iron mill. So, in the story, we can say the compassion, affection, understanding, love, and care brought a change in the paddler's life, because the iron master seems to be a sympathetic person in the beginning. When he found the man in the forge or in the mill, thought him to be his old acquaintance, his comrade, and really felt sorry for his present condition. He invites him to the home to celebrate Christmas with them. But when he comes out with the reality that he is not a friend, he has been mistaken, he changes the attitude. He asks the man to leave the house. That means his love and compassion was momentarily. But on the other side, Adela, even after knowing the truth that he is not a captain, you can say he is not a comrade, he is not an old friend of her father, she still treated him well. Rather, she intervened with the father to let the man stay at home to celebrate Christmas. She treats him as if in reality he is a captain and gives him that same regard, respect, and made him feel comfortable, you can say. She values for the humanity the most, not the condition of the man. The humanity is important. That's why she is successful in bringing out the change in the paddler's life. As it is rightly said, kindness always pays, rudeness never. If the father had let the man go out of the house, he would never have changed. Maybe he indulged in the more serious crimes somewhere in the life, because nobody was there to understand him. Nobody was there to bring a change in him. Nobody showed love and compassion and sympathy towards him. It was only Adela. So it's rightly said that we should be kind towards the people. Next, how does the metaphor of the rat trap serve to highlight the human predicament? How we are all caught in this rat trap of the world. The metaphor of the rat trap reveals actually it's man's helplessness, you can say, restlessness, powerlessness in the face of difficult situations. We always are tempted towards the easy way to make the life comfortable, enjoyable, to live the life to the fullest. But when we touch these baits, this easy way, the wrong way, which you can say, we are caught in this snare. The only difference is that for the paddler, the world is a big rat trap. Though one cannot see the bars and wires, we can't see these bars and wire in this world. But still, what are these bars and wires? The riches, the comforts, the cities big are like the bars. Individuals, and they trap the individual like him so securely that one cannot come out of it at all. All aims and ambitions of attaining great heights remain unfulfilled, and one finds himself incapable of coming out of this pittiness. So, according to the rat trap, many times one is not even aware of having been trapped. We never come to know that we are trapped, and thus goes on receding deeper and deeper into the trap and loses all chances of deliverance. We never are able to come out of it. So the world is a big rat trap. Whenever there are attractions, there are the baits, you can say. We need to apply our senses, what is good for us, what we should do or not. The story suggests that the whole world is like a rat trap. What is your interpretation of the statement? The writer or the question setter wants to know our view about the world. It is rightly said that the whole world is nothing but a big rat trap. We all know it. All the riches, joys, food, shelter, comforts are just baits and nothing else. And anyone is attracted towards the bait, touches it, the trap closes on into itself. So what happened? Then everything comes to an end. The man has made his life full of materialistic pleasures. These materialistic pleasures tempt everyone because we want all the materialistic things in life. It attracts everyone towards them. Every person runs towards them, tries hard to achieve everything in life, and ultimately comes to an end because everyone is not able to get everything in the life. This is pleasures. A coin has two sides, same as the world is formed of good and bad deeds. If one is able to maintain a balance, a control one's wishes in order to live a life, a happy one and contented one, he may escape to be a victim of this rat trap. Otherwise, we all are caught sometime in this rat trap of the world. So that's all about the questions. I think the story is very much clear to you. Thank you.